Reef DVM's coming at you today from the floor of the MACNA 2015 Washington, D.C. exhibit hall. Kind of wanted to show you what we've seen so far. There's just a ton of vendors here. This is probably the largest vendor group I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years at MACNA. And just want to show you some of the cool new products that we saw. First, we stopped in over at the Alternative Reef with Scott. He's got a branching frag holder. This thing is awesome. It comes in this gray color. It holds just a ton of plugs. Otherwise, if you don't like it in the gray color, he's also got it in a black version. I personally like the black version. This thing is fairly substantially large, so obviously this could turn into your aquascape if you wanted to use it as that too. A really neat structure made out of ceramic. The Alternative Reef here coming up with some cool ideas. Then we quick headed over to Toonsy. They happen to be close by, and we noticed that all their pumps now come with a nicer controller. It even comes with a holder. This controller is sweet because, as you know, you used to have to buy a separate controller for each pump. Now you do not have to. And of course, there used to be a little black box, a little knob that you could turn to adjust the power, but you never knew really where the power was at. This allows you to pulsate them and adjust the power for each pump, and it comes with each pump now, especially in the 6000 series. Jumping over to Synergy Reef, we caught up with Rick real quick and looked at some of his latest and greatest stuff. And one of the things Synergy Reef is really known for is playing with the acrylics, and especially the color. And their new sump design is just fantastic. This is one of the sumps they have on display. It's got the ability to have an automatic top-off sitting next to it here. It's compact, it's bright, it's easily visible. Really works well, obviously, with the Vertex skimmer that's sitting inside it just because of how it looks. Really like the design and style here. And then we headed over to his Overflow, the Synergy Reef Overflow. This is very similar to the Ghost edition that we have on our tank. It's got the magnetics with the removable weir on the front. They've added the nice cover to it in the back. I know it's hard to see here. I just couldn't get great light here at the show this morning. The place is so big, the light is just diffusing. The nice thing about the cover, too, is it's grooved, which allows it to sit on there very nicely and hold its shape in place and give it a little bit more rigidity. This product has another neat option, too. It's being sold through Bulk Reef Supplies. Ryan over there is vending this product out, which is awesome. Then we ran over to Kessel real quick, and when we got over to Kessel, we got to see the AP700. So Kessel obviously is known for their pendant lights. The AP700 has the built-in Wi-Fi, which is awesome. It covers 48 inches. It's full spectrum. As you can see, it's color changing. Absolutely love this. It's got more of an oval shot pattern instead of more of a pendant, just direct circle coming down. I think this is really a nice thing. It comes with mounting arms if you want to buy it with mounting arms or not. Certainly, obviously, it can be hung too by a hanging kit. Kessel here is kind of branching away from the pendant and coming out with a more modular design that people like. And I think this is a really neat product that they've got. And seeing it work on the phones was, absolutely awesome because it has superior color mixing ability. And that was nice. Then we jumped over to the Vectra M1, which is Ecotech Marines. That's their centrifuge pump. Boy, this thing is fantastic. We're doing 2,000 gallons per hour in the M1. It's dead quiet, which is great. It's got great flow. It obviously can work with the controller, that's out there right now, which is great. But the nice thing about this is again, getting into that wireless technology, and you can, take a pump with 21 feet of head pressure and run it with your phone. I mean, that's just, to me, that is so cool. I'm sitting here at the show, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the design, and one of the representatives comes up and says, hey, let's show you how this works. And he pulls out his phone and he goes to an app or two on it. And, he's got a nice little spin dial. I'll see if I can show it to you here. It's not the easiest for my camera here to pick up phones on the floor. Again, lighting has been definitely difficult. But he just has a big circle here, and if he spins it one way or another, he changes the percentage of outflow volume. And the pump really does put out a lot of flow. I was quite impressed, even out of this small output here on the top of the tank. They've got this tank set up to show, obviously, the Ecotech pumps and their flow and stuff. And you can see how it's stirring up the little plastic beads in here. But here's the pump down at its minimal flow, or right before off. which is fantastic for feeding and stuff. By keeping a little water flow through it, you're not sucking any air or anything, which is going to give you a ton of bubbles upon startup. Now, granted, we've got the pump exiting above the water, which obviously will put some bubbles in when we turn it on. But literally takes out his phone and swings the little knob over on it, and he can go up to 100% flow. I'm going to push it down here so I don't get blasted with water. But as you can see, no bubbles, just right back on. It's nice and quiet and seamless. Just fantastic product. And right next to them, we jump down to the Neptune booth, and Neptune has already got this product launched, the PMK. The PMK I really like. If you don't have a photometer and can look up par, this is a nice object that you can put in the tank to kind of monitor your lights. If you're not using LEDs and you're using more of a bulb light, this really can be an advantage so that you know that things are working right with your bulbs and when to change them. And then right next door to that is a cool concept idea that is not on the market yet, but it's flow meters. Flow meters, I can see a lot of areas where this would just be fantastic in our tank to monitor how much output is going through a pipe or coming out of a reactor pump or anything. It's called the FMM. It's not released yet. Apex is working on it. But basically, this is going to give you the ability to see how much flow is going through your system. Then we get done with that, we jumped over to the Reef Savvy side. Custom tank builders built by the one and only Felix. What more can you say? The Ghost has been, again, redesigned. It's been made better. This overflow box has no magnets. I love that. No magnets, just inline grooves to put the weir on. So now you don't even have to worry about magnets. That is fantastic. It's got side pocket viewing windows. I think that is excellent. And its top, very much like Synergy Reefs, is grooved, but on top of that, it's clear so you can see down in it. And of course, in this particular model, it's got the welded bulkheads that can be just screwed into on the bottom or slipped, and that is fantastic to have that ability. It's just going to make it so much easier to work with, folks. I mean, what more can you say? It's class act material. So also the Reef Savvy booth is doing a St. Jude's fundraiser right now, so that's pretty nice to see, and we posted that on our Facebook site. Anyways, here's the floor as you're coming down the elevator heading into the exhibit hall. We appreciate you watching. We'll see if we can put out some more videos while we're here at MACNA. Again, like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook too. Thank you, folks.